Hi, my name is Malia Roldan, and I have some questions for you. Are you addicted to social media? Do you find yourself hours on end scrolling through your social media feed? Or trying to find that perfect post to get you 1,000 likes? Maybe not 1,000, but 50 is enough. Then this speech is for you. Today, I will be discussing the impact of social media, the positive and negative effects that it has on users, and also some tips on how to limit your usage. Because let's face it, TikTok is addicting. Today's social media has a big impact on our society, changing the way we interact today, whether it's socializing or even how you choose to express yourself, because there's so many platforms that you can do that on now today. While researching social media statistics in 2020, I found that users spend an average of 3 hours a day on social networking and messaging. Social media has also increased over the past decade and a half. According to American Psychological Association, only 5% of adults in 2005 in the United States reported using social media. That number has increased 70%. Although social media being a controversial topic on whether it's good or bad, there are benefits that come with it. Social media not only can be used for marketing, it can be used for a way to socialize. For people who suffer from social anxiety, it could be used for a way for finding love or even messaging long lost family members. For example, I have a cousin who I haven't seen in years. She messaged me and discussed some of our family members and things like that, and we started messaging each other, and now we talk to each other almost every day. You can also build your own platform and become financially successful. For instance, I'm sure many of you have heard of the Ryan's World, a 10-year-old boy who started a YouTube channel on reviewing toys, whose now net worth is 120 million from people watching his YouTube channel. Oh, I would also like to add, according to procons.org, 70% of adults use social media sites to connect with their relatives in other states. 57% of teens have reported making new friendships on social media. Despite there being positive effects, there are also negative effects associated with the usage of social media. I don't know about how many of you have kids, but I know I have a toddler. Although she's not using social media yet, I found these things quite alarming. There are risks of children and teens having more access to inappropriate content, such as violent images and pornography. Nearly two-thirds of teens who have used social media have said that they often or sometimes come across racist, sexist, homophobic, or religious-based hate content in social media. According to helpguide.org, about 10% of teens reported being bullied online. Mainly users are subjected to offensive comments. Cyberbullying plays a big role in social media. According to Merriam-Webster, the definition of cyberbullying is the electronic posting of mean-spirited messages about a person, such as students often done anonymously. There have been studies on bullyingstatistics.org that state over half of adolescents or teens are affected with cyberbullying. Of that huge percentage, there are about 4,400 cases individuals that have committed suicide. Wow, already one case is enough because of cyberbullying, which is truly saddening. People who use social media heavily have been linked to having mental health problems such as depression, anxiety, lower self-esteem. But how many can you attest to seeing something on social media about somebody going on vacation or getting a new car and you thinking, I don't have that, and it kind of makes you sad. For that reason, I have decided to include some ways to decrease your social media usage. While researching, I found some interesting ways to reduce social media usage that stood out to me on medium.com. By the author Christoph Tahov, he says that he deletes Instagram after each use so he knows that he has to re-download it and he has access to knowing how he's using his social media. He hides apps in folders and even doesn't take his phone with him in social settings such as parties and dinners. A study was done at the University of Pennsylvania concluding that reducing social media usage can make you feel less lonely and isolated. All things considered, social media has great aspects, but it can also have some issues as well as it gives you a chance for people to express themselves all over the world, giving them access to an immense amount of content, which occasionally and unfortunately is not so pleasant. So thank you for listening to me. Thank you. Bye.